Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, Juan Francisco Estrada, El Gallo Estrada, also known as by many hardcore boxing fans as the best Mexican fighter in the world today, the most skilled Mexican fighter in the world today, number 7 on the True School Sports pound for pound list. Reading an article on boxing.com that basically he's been out of the ring for quite a while. He's been dealing with he has had hand problems. He sprained his right hand. That's kept him out of the ring. But basically his promoters and the doctors have given him the green light to start fighting again, and now they're targeting a date in either October or November. So obviously this is great news, being that Juan Francisco Estrada is one of the most talented of the smaller guys in the smaller weight classes, and if we're gonna get if we're gonna get those super fights against like Roman Gonzalez or Donnie Nietes, who was another guy whose name I've heard has been thrown out there for Estrada, it's going to be reliant upon him in his health, and not just his health, but also getting back to the form he was 11 months ago, getting back, making sure he's sharp in the ring, because 11 months is a long time off, and it's very hard to recover the longer the months continue to pile up. So this is good news for him. The rumored opponent for him will be Kazusoto Ioka, who's been a title holder before, good fighter in his own right. But here's what the quotes say in regards to here's what Estrada said in regards to his return back to the ring. He said, I quote, Now at last we have received the green light to start training, boxing, and do sparring. We're fine, thank God. Right now we are looking at the possibility of returning in October or November. The doctor told me that I had to put up with the inactivity. I do not despair. I was willing to wait an entire year if necessary, but I started to hit. Everything feels right. If the mandatory fight comes, I have no problem. We will make the mandatory with Kazusoto Ioka. And if we win, we want Nietes or Chocolatito next year. People want those fights, and so do I. So we'll see if they can happen. So Estrada, obviously, like I've said in a lot of my videos, my Andre Ward Gonzalez videos, pound for pound videos, where his name has come up, he's a dominant champion. He's been unified champion, WBO champion at 112, and he's went on to become a very solid fighter at that weight. Obviously, I would love to see him fight Gonzalez. I think anybody who's a hardcore boxing fan who watched that fight, wants to see that fight, because for people who like Roman Gonzalez, I view Estrada I hold him in very high regard as the only guy who's really been able to push Roman Gonzalez like that. I don't think he'll beat him. I think Roman, even in that fight, was the sharper puncher. Estrada did, though, make up for Roman's sharp punching by his work rate. So that's why I think that fight is always interesting, is the level of efficiency from Gonzalez and the level of activity from Estrada. But regardless, I think with the experience he's gained since that fight, if he's able to, get some ground in against Ioka and look phenomenal, get some good sparring in, he's putting himself in a good position for that fight. So hopefully it happens. But this is great news, to hear that one of the best fighters in the world is healthy, that the right hand is intact, and he can give it a go again. Always great news to hear. So let me know what you guys think. Juan Francisco Estrada is saying that he'll be returning to the ring in probably October or November, likely against his mandatory Kazusoto Ioka. What do you think about this, and which fight would you want to see him get into next year? Would you fancy the Donnie Nietes fight more, or a rematch with Roman Gonzalez? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.